Hey guys, Anthony here, Bibles and Barbells, Thursday, December 24th, 2020. Just a quick video today. Wanted to say hello to everybody, let everybody know things are going good here. Just a quick update on my wife. She had her MRI just the other day down in Charlotte. The results were sent to Johns Hopkins for their review, and they're going to look at the results and give us a call, hopefully by early next week, and tell us whether her vision loss in her left eye, her partial vision loss in her left eye was from the radiation treatment she received back in March of this year, March into April of this year, and if it's from the tumor, pressure from the tumor, etc. So we're waiting and praying and hoping it's from the radiation treatment, like a byproduct of that, and it's nothing with the tumor progressing or growing or pushing on the eye nerve. So that's a quick update on that. And I'm going to do a separate video on the whole saga of being in lockdown when my wife was in receiving radiation treatments, what that was like, how that was for 6 or 7 weeks. I chronicled a lot of it on my video channel, on my YouTube channel. So you could go back from March, early March, into towards the end of April, and see all those videos that I did while we were in lockdown in Washington, D.C. So that was not too much fun, but we learned a lot and we got through it, and that's what counts. Another quick update, I posted 3 videos this morning. One on the injection, information on the injection. I would highly advise you to watch that video. There's others like it, and as I get more, I'll post more. But there's more to the injection than what they're telling you and what they're trying to sell the public. Always remember that they're never going to tell you their true long-term, short-term plans, goals, etc. We're always going to be in the dark about some things, but they rely on media, public relations figures, popular people, ex-presidents, athletes, whoever they can recruit to sell this thing to the public, they will. And this is coming from, people that really don't care about saving lives. So keep that in mind as you're bombarded with information telling you that this is good. It's what we need. We got to flatten the curve, etc., because it is the farthest thing from the truth, in my opinion. And based on some of the stuff I've heard and researched, that corroborates what I'm thinking. Another video was a quick one I posted on the Oregon State Capitol. I believe it was Monday, and the far right protesters. That's how the media is portraying people coming out that are against these lockdowns, these unlawful, unconstitutional lockdowns across the country. And when they do come out and they confront politicians, council members, senators, state representatives, whatever, and law enforcement, you see how the media spins it that, hey, these are the bad guys. The real good guys were Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Those were the good guys. Those were the guys really fighting for your rights and your right to peaceably assemble and redress the government. You need Antifa and Black Lives Matter for that. That's the farthest thing from the truth, but they will continue to demonize patriots in this country. You're going to see that moving forward into 2021. You haven't seen anything yet. So as we assemble in mass, by the hundreds, by the thousands, by the hundreds of thousands, and then maybe, hopefully, by the millions, the many millions, then they'll see what they're up against and how their plans might be thwarted. But they have to rely on the propaganda machine and the telling of lies over and over again, like Joseph Goebbels talked about. That if you tell a big enough lie over and over again, the people will eventually believe it. And so that's what's being portrayed in our country today. There's another, so that's the second video. That's like a 2-minute clip. It's just showing you, I did a video a few months ago on what my beliefs are about law enforcement, military. They're not going to, in the end, support patriots. If you think they're going to, you're out of your mind. Some might quit or lay their badge down and get another job or do something else. But many will be recruited into the national police force that's coming. And the military will just be following orders. And a lot of these people are just following orders. They're just doing what their leaders and their masters tell them what to do. So look for more of that in 2021, more of the nationalizing of, solidifying of police forces around the country into what you see in that clip at the Oregon State House. That's what you're going to see moving into 2020. And if by chance many thousands of law enforcement did walk away and refuse to uphold unconstitutional mandates or whatever they're trying to pass, they'll bring people in from the UN, from the United Nations, whatever, and they'll take their place. There's what I'm saying is there'll always be people ready to step in those shoes and do what their puppet masters are telling them to do. The third video that I posted was one on, let's see, it was the injection one, the Oregon State one, and the one on the really good one on the elections and what took place and the truth and the facts. How they want people, patriots, almost 80 million of us, to sit down and just move along and let Joe Biden become president it's actually one of the biggest crimes that I have ever witnessed, and I think that's ever been perpetrated on this country. And I don't think that, I hope that many Americans will keep this going, keep this outrage going, and letting them know that, no, you cannot get away with this. You cannot drag a sitting president through over the coals for 4 years, undermine his campaign, undermine his presidency with fake and fraudulent charges, and then expect when real charges and real crimes come to surface that you want everybody to just forget about it because the media is not covering it. Social media and the military industrial complex is pushing the information down so it can't get out to the people. It's not going to go away. People will find other channels, other means to get the information out there and get the outrage out there, because it is the biggest crime that's ever been perpetrated on our soil. And it's backed by foreign powers that want to see us fall. They want to see the United States fall. And that's where we're going into 2021 with. So we're going into 2021 with, we're on the ship, we hit the iceberg, we're sinking, but we're still managing to stay afloat. And whether we make it to shore or not depends upon what patriots and real Americans do moving forward into 2021. But at the same time, we're going to be bombarded with more mini icebergs that crop up and try to stop us from doing and changing the trajectory of this country, which is sinking the ship and raising a new one with a whole new set of rules, regulations, and chains. So that's my video this morning on this December 24th. I wish you and your families a blessed holiday season. Take some time out these next couple of days and into this weekend to thank Yahweh for your family, your health. Health is so very important. Been going through this with my wife now for over 5 years. Health is the number one thing that you need. And so think about and pray about those that are sick, the elderly, those that need care, those that are suffering amidst this crisis that we have in this country. So take some time out this weekend to think about those people less fortunate, those homeless, those that can't feed their families, those that are unemployed, the 40+ million, those that cannot find a job or a job that doesn't pay enough of the bills, to pay the rent, the mortgage, the car payment, to put food on the table, all the while being bombarded by communist politicians in our government that have been bought and paid for by foreign entities, including China, Russia, etc. Think about that as you celebrate this weekend, because going into 2021, you're going to need the strength, the resolution to move forward and to let these devils know we're not going to take it. Anthony, signing off. Stay ready.